Vlog update, Tuesday, December 13th, 2016, and I'm going to do a little bit of a shop tour, as I haven't done one in a little while. Not that things have changed dramatically. We don't have a lot of laptops because it's just before Christmas and everyone keeps buying them, and there's supplies seem to be kind of short on that. But we mostly focus on labor, so we're definitely busy doing that. So here is the shop in all of its messy slash lavish, lab-ish, is it? I don't know. This is my lab, so it's glorious. My laboratory, where we experiment things and light hot dogs on fire, and because that's the best way of cooking them. All right. So we just finished the bridge project. That one's done. It's been a few days. It's working. We only had to do one little tweak to it. Nothing big, just enabled Air Max, and all their little issues they were having seem to have completely gone away. We had a lot of interesting new clients. Went somewhere I never thought I would go, so it made me think back of all the wonderful places my business has taken me, which is data centers and really just interesting old buildings in Detroit, and drilling through cement that was poured over 100 years ago, and then today to a basement in a Detroit strip club, which was, well, that just say is interesting and off the bucket list of places that my business has taken me, but not places I necessarily want to go again. It was interesting to say the least. They're opening a new one in Detroit, and we're revamping one. I don't know. The details aren't important. We rewired it for their new point of sale system, and it was interesting. We'll just leave it at that. But I wanted to go and keep walking around the shop here to kind of talk about how we have things set up. And I'm also really excited because we got 2,000 subscribers on our YouTube. I know it's such a small milestone when I see people that have 200,000, 300,000 subscribers, but it means I'm doing something. You know, I'm getting attention of some people. Thank you, all of you that subscribe. It really motivates me to keep posting more videos because, you know, for a while I was just talking to no one when I see no views on a video. Even if the views are only, you know, 50 views, at least I know at least there's 50 views. Even if 10 or 15, maybe 20 of them might have been me, you know, like rewatching it. That happens. So kind of the way we have things set up here is, this is one of our incoming benches, and this is another incoming bench. For each of the benches, we have a series of biscuit boxes that are for plugging in each of the computers. That way we're not running a bunch of network cables all over the place. It keeps them neat. We have a bunch of pre-cut network cables that are nice and short. Now we also have a KVM and one big 24-inch monitor to make it easy to tilt and articulate back and forth. Then we just have the switch bank right under here to switch between all the different 6 KVM spots it has. Every computer gets blown when it comes in here. We got to get all the dust out of it. So this actually reaches out of our back door and runs all the way around and through the building. Alright. And that all runs around to our utility room, where we have a magnet stuck to the door. Our utility room, where we have a compressor. The compressor is actually running right now, but you can barely hear it. If you look, I have a review on the compressor we bought. It's a California Air Tools silent compressor. It's so quiet that even, let me open the door. It's right here and you can't even hardly hear it. Now we also have in our utility room, because, well, it's winter, and so we have a tool here. This is a vent and another blower, and we blow the computers out here, and they vent out right next to shack. They go all the way out, and this blows all the dirt right out into the field that's kind of in between the buildings here. So this is another room we have, so when we're blowing out computers in here, all the dust goes out there, and we don't have to go outside and deal with winter, because it's really cold out right now. This is Steve's area.
It's supposed to be my day off, but
it's Steve's day.
Had emergencies.
Steve's day off, and people broke things.
So I had to fix them.
We have important things over here, like Wolfenstein 3D. The Grand Theft Auto. What year is this?
That's the original one with the London expansion.
This is the original Grand Theft Auto with the London expansion. That's actually pretty cool. My crude drawing of the bridging project. and something about hours that we're probably supposed to bill. Speaking of Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill has a shield and a duck. That's his friend.
They both talk.
They both talk. This is our computer we named Wood. Well, Steve named it. It's kind of neat. Steve's actually kind of crafty. So we made our own version of a all-in-one PC. See if you can see back here.
Yes.
We made the motherboard mounts, screwed them all into a frame that we also has a VESA mount. It runs Linux. It has a CD-ROM and lots of things in the dock, and it's actually used for recovery. It's a dedicated recovery station running Linux. We try to keep all of our cables in boxes and organized so they're not kind of everywhere. Sometimes they still kind of spill out and get everywhere, but we try to keep somewhat organized on there. We just did a kind of a purge of a bunch of things that were in there before, but that's like the ever ongoing challenge of purging all things once they get too old that are in there. So that's kind of a quick overview of the office, and don't have a whole lot. I mean, it's so much. I wish I could figure out what's real interesting to talk about because we have so many projects going on, but because I'm in the projects all the time, I don't always think about, oh, this one or that one. Like the bridge one was interesting, maybe the one at the chemical plant was interesting, but a lot of what we do day to day is tough to call interesting. It's mostly some of the same in and out and dealing with things, and I never want to get on any rants of, as they call the customer war stories of, man, I had this guy come in and did this thing and it was aggravating, because I try never to dwell on those because they just kind of bring you down, because there's always going to be some client that did something really, really stupid, unless it was so epically dumb that it was funny. But I don't know that it's always funny. It's just unfortunate a lot of times. We have a client that poured water on a really critical piece of hardware for their company and blew it up today. We just go and fix things, and we're like, of course, I'm already sure the questions are going on inside the company. Who poured water on the thing? And someone's probably going to get fired over it. But though, I have those war stories all day, and I don't find them as interesting to talk about and put into to go into a bunch of posts about it and things like that. Some people really like ranting. Not big on ranting. Mostly I try to look for the more fun and innovative things we're doing. Yeah, it doesn't do any good. Don't put rice in equipment that you wreck either, because it just makes rattling noises.
Yeah, darn it.
I know you
could physically. There is rice.
Yes.
On my counter.
Okay, I guess that is a little bit amazing because there is so much rice in this computer.
It gets in everywhere. Look at that.
They have rice. And this is after we took it apart to get the data off of it.
And shook out a lot of rice.
There's so much rice in it. Yeah, that. And I got rice everywhere I'll throw away. But I just want to give a quick overview, show a little bit of the shop. If you have questions, comments, or something I should probably do more in depth about, or how we set things up, please let me know. And while Steve sweeps up all the rice.
Yeah.
But thank you again for 2,000 subscribers, and I'm looking forward to the next milestone. I don't know what that is. Some arbitrary number I'll set, maybe 5,000 subscribers.
2,473.
2,473. I don't know. I'm going to put my thingy cap on. Maybe I'll give some stuff away. I was talking about Raspberry Pis. Maybe we'll give away a Raspberry Pi or something and hold some drawing. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I'm not good at coming up with those things. I'm mostly just... I keep working and I don't always think about those little things like that. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. And like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate all the feedback we get. Thank you very much, and hope you like the content of this channel. Thanks.